Overall, it was a day where I didn't think our football was as good as it needs to be. Not enough guys with good games. Just missing that sharpness, the timing. In some cases, running out of ideas. So, I think we felt that part all game long just wasn't at the level we need. Um, did really well to score the first goal, um, but then make the big mistake of a couple minutes later allowing them right back into the game with the equalizer. So things that today I think we're all a bit frustrated with.
Thank you, Bob. We'll open up with the first question for Jonathan Siegel. Jonathan, go ahead.
Hi, Bob. Thank you for taking the time. You mentioned a little bit of frustration after the match, but with three games completed, how do you feel this team is right now ahead of facing LA Galaxy next weekend? Of course, that's a big one. You're going to digest this. You guys will review what happened. But three matches in, how do you feel this project is right now going into a big game?
Yeah, I think they've all been big games, but of course the Old Trafford is special for all of us. I think that we are not yet at our best. I think we've had moments in all the games that were good. I give you a good rundown after Austin and after Seattle with the pluses and the minuses. And then, as I mentioned today, for me, football was the worst of the three games in terms of just the pure sharpness of handling certain situations, making the right play, the right timing. So I think we're still a good team, no doubt about that. I'm pleased that overall defensively we don't give too much away. I don't think we handled their goal well today. That's a play Eddie Segura should make, and he's a very good defender, and he loses the player, and that's a play if he positions himself well. Maybe Murray could do a little bit more to close down the cross. He had to move out on the right when Marco was down.
Thank you, Jonathan. Up next is Alicia. Alicia, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Bob, I wanted to ask about Corey. He's got 2 goals in 3 games. He really seems to be fitting in well with this team. What have you made of his play? And you've been high on his integration into the squad all along, but how do you think he's coming along with this team?
He's doing well. He works very hard. That helps us. He puts pressure. He makes the deep runs. He does a lot of little things like that. There's still moments when certain balls come where he's too anxious to play one touch and where he can receive balls and face forward and do a little bit more of what I've been speaking about with the whole group. But overall, he's been a good addition, and we're happy to have him.
Thank you very much, Alicia. Up next, we'll have Gio Garcia. Gio, go ahead.
Hey, Bob. I've got 2 questions. I want to ask you about the field conditions. It looked like players were slipping. Was that because of the weather, or was it because of the new field that they put on there?
Yeah, there was the threat of rain all day at the start of the game because they thought it was going to rain. They didn't water the field, so the field was actually a little bit sticky. I think in the long run it's going to be a very good field, but because it was only laid down 10 days ago, there still are some seams, and there's some spots where players lost footing that might be attributed to that.
And just your thoughts on Diego Rossi. We saw him play 90 minutes. Was that the goal for today?
Sure. I mean, Diego has pushed himself back. His fitness level is always at the top in terms of players on our team, and getting him back on the field is obviously so important for us. So now we want to keep pushing him. He's going to have a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Gio. Up next, we'll go back to Jonathan. Jonathan, go ahead.
What have you made of having Marco Farfan on the right side? My recollection is in Portland he came through mostly as a left back. But what have you seen from him playing on what some might perceive as maybe a more unnatural side for him?
Yeah, he is a left back, but in Portland he did play a number of games at right back, and we felt that he was somebody who could give us depth in certain moments on the right side. His pure attacking ability on that side of the field maybe he gets cut down a little bit because in certain moments where he could really drive forward on the left, maybe he's a little bit more cautious and looks inside. But his ability to pass inside certainly helps us at times in terms of having some fluidity in the way we play. Defensively, his reactions are good no matter the side. So I think Marco's done a good job, and hopefully we can keep him going. I think he's a really good guy. He's eager to get better. He works really hard every day. So we got to keep pushing him.